My fiancé posted, "One last night of freedom before forever. Making memories." From her bachelorette party. I commented, "Have fun, love you." Then her friend accidentally added me to their private Instagram group. When I saw what making memories actually meant, original post. I, 31 male, proposed to my fiancé 8 months ago. We've been together for 4 years, lived together for 2, and I genuinely believed we were solid. Like rock solid. The kind of couple our friends would joke about being sickeningly in love. Our wedding was scheduled for 3 weeks from now. Venue booked, catering paid, suits fitted, the whole 9 yards. I dropped about $34,000 total. Most of my savings plus a small loan from my parents that I insisted on paying back. So when she left for a bachelorette weekend with her maid of honor and 4 other girlfriends, I wasn't worried. Not even a little. She told me they were doing a spa day, nice dinners, maybe some clubs. Standard stuff. I trusted her completely. Friday night, she posted on her main Instagram a group photo of all 6 of them in matching bride tribe shirts, champagne glasses raised. Caption, "One last night of freedom before forever. Making memories. Bottle with popping cork." I commented, "Have fun, love you." Face blowing kiss. She hearted it. Life was good. Then Saturday morning at 7:23 a.m., I got an Instagram notification. Her maid of honor had added me to a group called Bach Bash and censored Fire Eggplant. I figured it was an accident immediately. The name alone told me this wasn't meant for my eyes. But before I could leave the group, I saw the most recent messages, and my whole world collapsed. There were videos, multiple videos from the night before. The first one showed my fiancé grinding on some random guy at a club. Okay, dancing happens, I told myself. Keep scrolling. Maybe it's nothing. The second video, same guy, but now they were in a VIP booth. His hand was up her dress. She was laughing, not stopping him. Third video, them leaving together. Her maid of honor's voice in the background going, "Get it, girl." Fourth video, posted at 3:47 a.m. My fiancé in a hotel room that wasn't theirs. I could tell because their room had different curtains she'd shown me earlier. She was in bed, clearly not alone. The caption from whoever posted it. She said yes to more than just the ring tonight, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. There were photos too. Her kissing him at the bar, her sitting on his lap, a bathroom mirror selfie of them together that I can't even describe here. And the group chat messages. God, the messages. Her maid of honor. Okay, but he was so hot though. Her college friend. Way hotter than my name. Sorry, not sorry. My fiancé. OMG, stop, I feel so bad, LOL. Her cousin. Don't feel bad. It's your last weekend of freedom. My fiancé. What happens in Miami stays in Miami, right? Grinning face with sweat. Her maid of honor. Girl, my name. We'll never know. We're all vault. My fiancé. I love you guys so much. Best friends ever. He'd literally die if he knew LMAO. She'd literally die if he knew. LMAO. I screenshot everything. Every single photo, video, message. Downloaded them to my phone, backed them up to my cloud, emailed them to myself. My hand was shaking so bad, I kept mistyping my password. Then I sat on my couch for maybe 2 hours just existing, trying to process. The woman I was supposed to marry in 3 weeks had slept with a stranger at her bachelorette party. And all her friends knew, encouraged it, called me less attractive than him, laughed about how I'd never know. Around 10 a.m., the group chat exploded. Her maid of honor. OMG, who added him? Her cousin. What? Her maid of honor. I added him by accident. I was trying to add my brother. Her college friend. Delete, delete, delete. Her maid of honor. I can't, he's already seen everything. Look at the read receipts. Then my fiancé joined. What's going on? Her maid of honor. My name is in the group. My fiancé. What? My fiancé. This is a joke, right? My fiancé. Please tell me this is a joke. I watched them panic in real time. Didn't say anything. Just watched. Then my phone started blowing up. Calls from her. Texts. More calls. Baby, please answer. It's not what it looks like. I can explain everything. Please don't do anything until we talk. I love you so much, please. I didn't respond. Instead, I started making calls of my own. First call, the wedding venue. I explained there wouldn't be a wedding. They were sympathetic but firm. The $8,000 deposit was non-refundable since we were inside 30 days. I asked them to email me confirmation of the cancellation. Second call, the caterer. Same deal, $4,500 deposit gone. But they agreed to send written confirmation. Third call, my parents. This one was hard. My mom cried. My dad got quiet, which is somehow worse. They said they'd handle telling our side of the family. Fourth call, my best friend, who was supposed to be my best man. He came over within an hour with beer and pizza. Didn't say much. Just sat with me. That's what real friends do. By noon, I'd canceled everything I had direct control over. Venue, catering, DJ, photographer, the hotel block for out-of-town guests. I sent emails to everyone on our guest list. A simple message that said, the wedding scheduled for date has been canceled. We appreciate your understanding and ask for privacy at this time. Then she came home. I heard her car screech into the driveway. She burst through the door looking like absolute hell. Mascara running, hair a mess, still in her clothes from the night before. Baby, please, let me explain. Explain what? I asked. Calm. Weirdly calm. Explain the videos? The photos? The messages where you laughed about how I'd never find out. I was drunk. I wasn't thinking. It was one mistake. You called me less attractive than him. Your friends agreed. Then you slept with him and called it freedom. She started sobbing. Full breakdown. Felt her knees and everything. It didn't mean anything. I love you. Only you. Then why'd you do it? I don't know. I was scared about getting married, and the girls were saying it was my last chance to. Your last chance to what? Cheat. It's not cheating. We're not married yet. I stared at her. We're engaged. We've been together 4 years. You slept with another man 3 weeks before our wedding. That's cheating by literally any definition. But it was just physical. It didn't mean anything emotionally. Cool. Pack your stuff and get out. She stopped crying instantly. Like a switch flipped. What? I said pack your stuff. You have until 6 p.m. I already canceled the wedding. You what? Venue, caterer, photographer, DJ. All of it. Sent emails to the guest list. It's done. The tears came back, but angrier now. You can't just do that. My parents spent money on this wedding, too. My dress cost $3,200. The invitations are already sent. Should have thought about that before you slept with a stranger and bragged about it in a group chat. You're overreacting. Everyone does this at bachelorette parties. It's normal. Then why hide it? She didn't have an answer for that. She tried a different approach, called her mom. Speakerphone, right in front of me. Mom, he's kicking me out. He canceled the wedding. Her mother's voice. He did what? Put him on. I took the phone. Hello. Listen here. I don't know what my daughter supposedly did, but you cannot just cancel a wedding 3 weeks out. Do you have any idea how embarrassing this is for our family? Your daughter slept with another man last night at her bachelorette party. I have video evidence. Silence. Then so? Men do that at bachelor parties all the time. If she made a mistake, you forgive her. That's what marriage is about. I'm not going to marry someone who cheats on me before we even get to the altar. You're ruining her life over one little indiscretion. What about the deposits? What about her dress? Not my problem. She hung up on me. My fiancée was crying again. Real tears this time, I think. Please don't do this. I'll do anything. Counseling, therapy, whatever you want. I love you. You should have thought about that when you were riding some random guy in a hotel room. That's vulgar. That's what happened. She packed a suitcase while screaming at me. Called me controlling. Said I was throwing away 4 years over nothing. Said I'd never find anyone as good as her. Said I was going to die alone, and I deserve it. I just sat there and let her scream. What was there to say? At 5:45 p.m., her dad showed up with a truck to help her move. He didn't look at me. Didn't say a word. Just loaded boxes while she cried on the phone to someone, probably her maid of honor. Before she left, she turned to me one last time. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. No, that was trusting you. She slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Update 1. It's been 5 days since everything went down. Y'all asked for updates, so here we go. First, the aftermath of the cancellation was brutal, and not in the way you'd expect. Her family went full court press. Her dad called me twice demanding I reimburse them for everything they contributed to the wedding, which was a rehearsal dinner reservation at a steakhouse and the cost of the invitations. Maybe $600 total. I told him to send me an invoice, and I'd consider it if he sent one for my $12,500 in non-refundable deposits first. He hung up. Her mom started a group text with both our mothers trying to mediate. My mom shut that down immediately. Your daughter cheated. There's nothing to mediate. Her mom responded with a 3-paragraph text about how young women make mistakes and a real man would forgive. My mom left the group chat. Then came the smear campaign. Not online. Her family is too classy for that. No, this was phone calls. Her mother apparently called every mutual friend we had to give them her side of the story, which was, hilariously, that I had overreacted to some innocent bachelorette fun and abandoned her daughter over a misunderstanding. Some of her mutual friends actually reached out to me asking what happened. I told them to look at the group chat. 3 of them were already added to it by the maid of honor for planning purposes before the trip. They'd seen everything. Word spread fast. The maid of honor, by the way, tried to apologize. Sent me a long DM about how she never meant for me to find out, and she was so sorry for any pain this caused. Any pain this caused. Not sorry she encouraged my fiancé to cheat. Not sorry they all laughed about it. Sorry I found out. I didn't respond. Here's where things get interesting, though. I got a call from my buddy, the best man, saying someone was asking about me at his job. A woman matching the maid of honor's description had shown up at his office claiming to be a concerned friend, asking if he knew how to reach me because I'd cut everyone off. My buddy told her to leave. She didn't. Security got involved. Then my fiancé started calling from block numbers. I answered the first one by accident. She immediately launched into a speech about how we needed to talk in person, and she had important things to discuss. I asked what things. She said private things. I hung up. But the kicker, and I cannot make this up, she tried to get into my apartment. I changed the locks the day after she left. My landlord was actually really cool about it when I explained the situation. Let me do it same day. Well, Monday night, I come home from work, and my neighbor tells me some woman was banging on my door for 20 minutes earlier that day, screaming that she knew he was in there and she just needed her stuff. What stuff? She'd taken everything. I even mailed her the few things she forgot in a box with no return address. I texted her from a number she didn't have blocked. Don't come to my apartment again. There's nothing here for you. Next time you show up, I'm calling the police. Her response, you can't keep me from my home. My response, your name isn't on the lease. It's not your home. It never was. Radio silence after that. For about 2 days. Then her cousin, the one from the Bachelorette group chat, sent me a DM. And this was something else. Hey, I know you're hurting right now, but I think you should know the full story. My ex-fiancée has done this before. At her last boyfriend's bachelor party weekend, she did the same thing. That's why they broke up. Her family covered it up. I'm only telling you this because I think you deserve to know you're not crazy. You made the right call. I asked if she'd be willing to put that in writing if it ever came to it legally. She said yes. I saved that conversation too. Turns out I wasn't the first guy she'd done this to. I was just the first one who had proof. Update 2. Okay, final update, because honestly I'm exhausted and ready to move on with my life. But this ending is too good not to share. So after my last post, things got messier before they got better. Her family decided that since the quiet approach wasn't working, they'd escalate. Her dad, a mid-level manager at some insurance company, apparently knows some people. Or thinks he does. He called my job. Told my supervisor that I was an unstable individual who had threatened his daughter, and he wanted to warn them about employing someone so volatile. My supervisor, who I've worked with for 6 years, and who knows me as a reliable, calm, never even raises his voice kind of guy, called me into his office. Showed me the notes from the call. Asked if there was something going on. I told him the truth. All of it. Showed him the screenshots because at this point, why not? His response, so she cheated on you and now her family is harassing you at work? Basically, noted, don't worry about it. HR will send them a cease and desist if they call again. That was it. No drama. Just handled. But I wasn't done. See, I'd been thinking about what the cousin told me, that this wasn't the first time, and I started doing some digging. Her ex before me? Still on Facebook. I sent him a message. Just introduced myself, said I'd recently been engaged to his ex, and asked if he'd be willing to talk. He called me within an hour. The story he told me was almost identical to mine. Bachelorette party. Last night, a freedom mentality. Her friends covering for her. The only difference? He didn't have proof. When he confronted her, she gaslit him for months. Convinced him he was paranoid. He only found out the truth after they broke up when one of her friends got drunk and let it slip. I spent a year thinking I was crazy, he told me. She's good at making you feel like the bad guy. Yeah, I noticed. For what it's worth, you dodged a bullet. I wish I'd had evidence when I was in your position. That conversation gave me closure I didn't know I needed. This wasn't about me. This was a pattern. A lifestyle almost. She found guys who trusted her, got them to commit, then did whatever she wanted because she assumed she'd never face consequences. But now, consequences arrived. About a week after the work call incident, I got a letter from a lawyer. Her family's lawyer. They were threatening to sue me for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress for spreading lies about their daughter. I laughed out loud. Actually laughed. I called my own lawyer, a buddy from college who does family law. Showed him everything. The screenshots, the videos, the messages, the cousin's statement, the ex's willingness to testify. His response, they have no case. Truth is an absolute defense against defamation. And everything you have is documented evidence. If they actually file, we'll countersue for attorney fees and harassment. He sent them a response letter outlining exactly what evidence we had. Mentioned the cousin's statement. Mentioned the ex-boyfriend. Funny thing about bullies, they only push when they think you won't push back. Her family dropped the lawsuit threat within a week. No apology, just silence. And then came the cherry on top. Remember how I said I sent emails to everyone on the guest list canceling the wedding? Well, I kept it professional. Just said the wedding was canceled, asked for privacy. Her family apparently did not keep it professional. They've been calling people, telling their side, basically painting me as an unstable villain who abandoned their daughter for no reason. But here's the thing about small communities, word travels. Several people who got their calls also got the real story through the grapevine. From mutual friends. From people who'd seen the screenshots. By the time her family finished their phone campaign, they'd essentially advertised their daughter's cheating to everyone they were trying to protect her from. Her aunt, her mom's sister, actually reached out to me privately. Said she was horrified by what her niece did and that she'd been making excuses for that girl her whole life. Said the family was in complete denial and she was tired of it. I didn't really know what to do with that information, so I just thanked her for reaching out. The last contact I had with my ex-fiancée was a voicemail. Must have been 2 a.m. when she left it. Her voice was thick like she'd been drinking. I just want you to know, I did love you. I don't know why I did what I did. I think something's wrong with me. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry I ruined us. You deserved better. For about 30 seconds, I felt bad for her. Genuinely. Then I remembered he'd literally die if he knew LMAO, and that feeling went away. I didn't respond. Deleted the voicemail. Blocked the number. It's been about a month now. The dust has settled. My apartment feels emptier but also lighter. Like a weight I didn't know I was carrying is gone. The $12,500 in lost deposits hurts. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. That was years of savings. But my parents forgave a loan, which I didn't ask for, and honestly feels worse than owing them. My mom keeps calling to check on me, which is sweet, but also makes me feel like a patient. But I'm okay. I'm going back to work. Spending time with friends who actually had my back. Started watching shows I never watched because she wasn't interested in them. Is this how I thought my life would go at 31? Absolutely not. I was supposed to be married by now. Supposed to be planning our future. Instead, I'm starting over. But starting over beats building a life with someone who sees commitment as a cage and betrayal as freedom. Last week, I ran into one of her bridesmaids at the grocery store. Literally the most awkward 3 minutes of my life. She wouldn't look at me. Mumbled something about being sorry things didn't work out and practically ran to the self-checkout. Things didn't work out. Like it was a mutual decision. Like the universe just didn't align. No, she blew up our relationship because she wanted to sleep with a stranger and thought she'd never get caught. She got caught, and I got out. Do I miss her? Parts of her. The version of her I thought I knew. The person she pretended to be when she wanted me to love her. But I don't miss who she actually is. Because who she actually is would have done this again. To me, after we were married. Probably with worse consequences. Kids involved, maybe. Divorce lawyers. Splitting assets. Instead, I lost some money and some time. That's it. Her? She lost the guy who would have given her everything. The guy who trusted her completely. The guy who commented, "Have fun, love you" on her post because he genuinely meant it. I hope she thinks about that sometimes. In the quiet moments. When the partying stops and the friends go home and she's alone with herself. I hope one last night of freedom was worth it. Because that's all she's got now. Cool. Cool.